What's up guys, it's UK's my James. It's been a long time since I uploaded, but I'm back to bring you some PvP content you won't find on any other channel. Now I'll start off by saying the Division PvP is not that competitive, especially now. The game seems to be so focused around the PvE side of the game, the PvP aspect appears to be pushing the corner, which you can see with the current state of PvP being mostly foam, shields, fire chem, etc. However, this doesn't stop people still playing the Division PvP in the Dark Zone, as it is so unique compared to any other game out there. There are still lots of players that try and be as competitive as possible, going for high ranked manons or insane players against multiple teams, but still end up dying to the usual bullshit. I believe that this patch is the best so far for group PvP, in the way that all 4 members of a team can run an entirely different build and be successful in the Dark Zone. Groups have obviously been successful in the past, but not in the way that they buff each other. More so in just 4 strong solo player builds joined up in a group of 4. For example, 4 people running clutch or 3-7-11, efficient armor kit, etc. Now before you say anything, yes, it's more than possible for players to enjoy PvP solo. But lots of players enjoy playing in groups, and that's why I'm making these videos. Yes, 4 people running Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush would each be able to hold their own, but they're not actually doing anything to contribute to the group. Each player has a bit of damage, a bit of armour, and a bit of sustain through armour regen and hazard protection, but in turn they're not maximising their potential by being this form of hybrid. So the question is, what is the composition that will counter lots of awful parts of PvP and make you all contribute to an effective group? Let's begin. I believe the best setup is 1 full damage player, 2 tank support players, 1 skill support player. Now I know what you're thinking. Doesn't this lack damage just having 1 damage player? Yes and no. Of course we don't have as much damage as we would having 2 or 3 full damage players, but what we do have is 1 extremely high damage player and lots of sustain. The full damage player will be rocking the Coyote's mask to buff themselves and the group's damage, obviously giving 6 reds, the damage focused backpack armor. No hazard protection needs to be rolled onto this build, allowing for maximised damage output. The high armor tank build mainly focused on tardigrade and leadership, giving bonus armor to the team every 10 seconds and a backup of bonus armor on armor break. True Patriot tank with perfect vanguard, giving bonus armor to allies every 20 seconds and buffing the team through the gear set. Future initiative support player with a chem launcher heal to top up armor if the bonus armor is stripped and to buff the team's damage. They'll also be using the booster hive for the weapon handling and most importantly the hazard protection for the whole group. So this video isn't too long, I'll be posting full build videos on each of the builds over the next few days. If you're watching this on release and want to see them now, I'll leave a private link in the description. Now let's talk about the types of players we'll be facing. Lots of players you will see in the Dark Zone will run in Lady Death, Intimidate, Adrenaline Rush with Shield and Foam. They'll most likely be running something along the lines of a 3 red, 3 blue build. This group composition counters that, with the damage player running both an EMP pulse and an EMP sticky to disrupt and stagger the player. Once their shield is gone, face to face with the damage player in the group, the enemy will be competing against a player with 6 reds, damage focused backpack talent, full crit, full damage build with no stats wasted on hazard protection due to their tier 6 booster hive. It's also going to have total weapon damage buffs from Future Initiative, Empathic Resolve and True Patriot. Not to mention this full damage player will have in theory 1.5 million bonus armor and 730k normal armor that will be topped off by the healer. The pure strength of this damage build will have no trouble taking out players one by one by one. As lots of PvP players know, once they kill players over and over again, they go to switch their build. They may try their tank, their full damage, but won't be on par versus this group setup. They will then bring out their next load of aids, bringing the fire chem. Now even though relatively low hazard protection has been specced onto the builds, this is where the booster hive comes in. I've wanted a percentage based hazard protection buff on the hives for quite a while, and they've finally done it and actually made a decent job. Now there's a few things I would recommend doing when playing in this setup. Mainly, just like in Division 1, you need someone to be the leader of the group. If there are too many players calling shots, they'll end up going in different directions, focusing the wrong guy, etc. The damage players shouldn't be calling the shots, as they can just get far too carried away as they're mowing players down. The second bonus armor player won't be shooting much. You'll understand why on the build video for it. And the healer will be concentrating too much on healing, hive placement and cooldowns. This leaves the true Patriot player to be calling the shots on who to shoot, marking them at the same time, and also communicating when to pull back or move forward and so on. That concludes the overview of the group setup. It's a good base to go off, but don't let that stop you from changing things up and working out how to improve this composition. I hope you enjoyed the videos in relation to this, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Over there with a shield.
Sniper hiding behind there again.
So I'll have to catch you guys up now. I'll go to...
Oh my god, who just wiped him out?
Sniper. Sniper was to my left. Yeah, it's Henry. Oh, Henry, please snipe. Yes, there's another guy here. Very long things there, so little awkward for me. Oh, look at my armor, boys. Love this shit. Denson. Denson, I've got a bit of a thing. Oh shit, why am I? Denson, use your shield for the procs. That's what I'm saying, don't use your shield for protection, because you're using Perfect Vanguard. Yeah. Just keep rocking it every time, because I'm literally going to be standing next to these guys, because that's my whole build. I have to get through like 4 more armor, and get everything up and running. Either they're shitting themselves now because they don't know what to do.